the Fraternal Order of Eagles, Philippine Eagles, the first Philippine-born fraternal socio-civic organization with its guiding principle, service through strong brotherhood, welcomes you all to the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership, a leadership seminar as requested by Jeddah Eagles Club of the Jeddah Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Mga kuya, mga ate, mga bunso, friends of Eagles, good afternoon. To start this leadership seminar, I would like to call on our Executive Field Director for the call to order, Kuya Ferdinand A. Bernasor.
Thank you very much, Kuya Edgar Ray B. Galiana Jr., our ROSI Secretary and our ROSI Director of Northern Mindanao Region 5. On behalf of the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership, Senior Field Directors, and ex officio member Secretary General, we would like to thank the Jeddah Eagles Club for requesting the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership to conduct this leadership seminar of all the officers and members of Jeddah Eagles Club. By the power in me vested as the Executive Field Director of the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership, I hereby call this leadership seminar of Jeddah Eagles Club to order.
I would like to request everybody to please rise for our Eagles Universal Prayer, and please remain standing for the Philippine National Anthem to be followed by our Eagles hymn.
Our divine providence, we humble ourselves before you as we praise your holy name and feel your presence in our midst. We implore your divine guidance and blessing as we consciously gather on this occasion in pursuit and furtherance of the cherished goals and objectives of our beloved fraternity. We beseech you, all-powerful God, to enrich our hearts, to enlighten our minds, and to broaden our understanding and compassion to one another as we carry and pursue our goals and objectives, not only on this particular occasion, but also on the many times of our striving and endeavors. Please, Almighty God, elevate our spirit and fortify our steps as we seek to keep and edify our fraternity, everyone and whole, and as we strive perseveringly to enhance and strengthen our national brotherhood. All these are divine providence. We fervently ask under your supreme guidance and direction. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang magiliw, telas ng silangalan, alam ng puso, sa dikit mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagataktulog sa simoy at sa langit ng pagaw, ay hinatang tulang awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nag-iingin, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may magdidinig. Lumanang araw ng waragin pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang inigaw serving men for country's sake, all for strength and mind and energy. We dedicate fraternal love, service for the good of all humanity. We're eagles, the Philippine eagles, lasting peace, our noble mission. We're eagles, spread to all people, pillars of a nation. For brotherhood we work and serve, peace, equality, and unity. Blessed with zeal of human care, we will share our lives to all humanity. We're eagles, the Philippine eagles, lasting peace, our noble mission. We're eagles, spread to all people, pillars of the nation. For brotherhood we work and serve, peace, equality, and unity. Blessed with zeal of human care, we will share our lives to keep our liberty.
At this juncture, it is my honor to introduce the participants of this leadership seminar from the Jeddah Eagles Club under BARM Region 4. At this moment, mga kuya, mga ate, bunso, friends of Eagles, again, it is my honor to introduce to you our speaker for this leadership seminar. Our Executive Field Director has achieved a lot in his lifetime, mga kuya, mga ate, mga bunso. Looking at his credentials, how I wish I could be like him someday. He was born in Tagbilaran City, Bohol, married and blessed with 3 children. He is a licensed registered electrical engineer by profession and the president of the Institute of Integrated Electrical Engineer of the Philippines, Cagayan de Oro chapter. He is currently the managing director of Marmelec Construction Philippines Incorporated. He has held various positions in various clubs and organizations, like the Rotary Club of Cagayan de Oro, wherein he was the president for the Rotary year 2013 and 2014. He is also the current district grand lecturer of the Masonic District Region 10, Misamis Oriental, and Cagayan de Oro of the Free and Accepted Mason of the Philippines. He is also a Commodore of the Philippine Coast Guard Auxiliary, and a lot more, mga kuya, mga ate, mga bunso. Last but not the least, this would speak for his credibility as an eagle. He became a chartered member of the Cagayan de Oro Eagles Club in February 18, 1995, and has held various positions in the fraternity since then. He was appointed as the assistant to the National Treasurer in Eagle Year 1996 and became a National Executive Secretary in Eagle Year 1999, a Secretary General ex officio Field Director in Eagle Year 2002 and 2003, a Regional Governor for Northern Mindanao Region in Eagle Year 2004, Regional Assemblyman in Eagle Year 2006 and 2007, a National Assemblyman in Eagle Year 2006 and 2007 also, a chartered member and board of director of Cagayan de Oro Eagles Club in February 18, 1995, and became the secretary in 1996, treasurer in 1998, president in 2000. He is also the chartered president of the Uptown CDO Eagles Club in November 10, 2009. Mga kuya, mga ate, mga bunso, those are the achievements of our executive field director for the national, regional, and club level. For the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership, our executive field director rose from the rank as discussant of the Regional Orientation Seminar Institute, or the RUSI. Then he became the seminar director for the Regional Orientation Seminar Institute in Eagle Year 1997. A field director in Eagle Year 1998, 2007 and 2008, 2011 and 2012 respectively. An executive field director in Eagle Year 2008, 2010, a senior field director in Eagle Year 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2019, and 2020 respectively. Perhaps mga kuya, mga ate, mga bunso, friends of Eagles, the achievements of our executive field director would speak for itself. Since his membership with the Fraternal Order of Eagles, the Philippine Eagles, he has never stopped working then. He is also one of the consultant of the revision of the special 40th anniversary edition of Magna Carta of the Fraternal Order of Eagles, Philippine Eagles. Without further ado, mga kuya, mga ate, mga bunso, friends of Eagles, please help me welcome our very own Executive Field Director, Kuya Ferdinand Ferdy A. Bernasor.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kuya Edgar Ray B. Galiana Jr., our ROSI Secretary and also our ROSI Director of Northern Mindanao Region 5 for that generous introduction. And also I would like to thank the Governor of BARM 4, Kuya Laksaman L. Bongkola, as the Regional Governor of Jeddah Eagles Club. And thank you very much for inviting or requesting the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership for this leadership seminar of the officers and members of Jeddah Eagles Club. First and foremost, I would like to introduce myself as the Executive Field Director of the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership for Eagle Year 2020 to 2022. Just because the terms of office of the Senior Field Director and the Field Director as mandated in our Magna Carta of 1989 is 2 years. Then I will proceed with this leadership seminar. The Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership has a leadership curriculum. The 4 topics in this leadership curriculum composes of the overview of the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership. Then the leadership itself as a leader of your respective Eagles Club, and also in the regional level, and of course in the national level. We have Eagles Protocol. And this Eagles Protocol is already printed in the revised edition of our Magna Carta of 1989, the 2021 revised edition. And we have workshop, but unfortunately with this leadership seminar via Zoom or virtually, we cannot perform this workshop. And I have already a compilation of the result of all the workshop of the leadership seminar, and I will email it to your president and especially your governor so that you have a guide in this workshop. What is in the workshop? Of course, I think you are a new chartered Eagles Club, the Jeddah Eagles Club. You have no plans and program of your club. You have no budget, proposed budget for Eagle Year 2020 2021 in your Eagles Club. And of course, you have no bylaws in your Eagles Club. The result of the workshop that was done during the last leadership seminar that I conducted here in the city of Cagayan de Oro, we have already accomplished, and they have already accomplished the result of the workshop. That's why we have the pro forma of these bylaws of the club, plans and program of the club, and also the budget of the club. That's why we will email it to you or send through LBC all the soft copy and a hard copy of this presentation in this leadership seminar. This is the 4 topics of our seminar. And the first is the overview of the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership. What is this institute? And we know already that PIL, or the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership, is the academic arm of our fraternity, as mandated by the Magna Carta of 1989 and the revised Magna Carta of 2020. Then the PIL is also a planning arm or leadership arm. That's why we have this leadership seminar, planning arm. That's why we have a proposed budget, proposed plans and program, the bylaws, just because that is the mandate of PIL, to educate, to plan, and to have leadership in the leaders of our fraternity. And that's the job and the mandate of the PIL directors. And we have also the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership. The PIL shall enjoy autonomy. That's why during the time that I was elected, among ourselves, the 3 senior PIL director, the 3 PIL director, and the ex officio secretary general or ex officio member, which is the secretary general, we convene ourselves and we elect the executive PIL director. And with God's grace, they unanimously elected me as the executive PIL director. And I was inducted as the executive PIL director with the presence of the past national president here in the city of Cagayan de Oro. And the senior PIL director and the PIL director also inducted by the national president. And during that time, in December 16, during our induction, we shall enjoy autonomy as a PIL director of the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership, and we cannot anymore be dictated by the political arms of our organization. The political arms is the Philippine Eagles, the Eagles Club, the Eagles Region. They are the political arms. And the PIL is the educational arm, the one who will conduct the mandated seminars. Then, as we educate and have to, with autonomy as member of PIL, we shall coordinate with the club president, with the regional governor, and also with the national president. We will work hand in hand. Just because the club will request for orientation seminar or leadership seminar. And we would like to coordinate with the requesting Eagles Club, of course, signed by the regional governor. And we effectively coordinate with each other so that there will be a member of a certain Eagles Club. Just because the club will request for a mandatory orientation seminar before the applicants will be a bona fide member of JIDA Eagles Club, for example. That's why we have 3 mandatory seminar conducted by the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership executive field director, senior field director, and field directors. No? There are 3 mandated, which is the orientation seminar, the leadership seminar, and the national officer seminar. We know that you already undergone the orientation seminar, and you are a chartered Eagles Club officers and members of JIDA Eagles Club. You undergone this mandatory orientation seminar before you will be inducted and chartered as member of JIDA Eagles Club. And that is mandatory, and that is very basic. You cannot be a member of your respective Eagles Club unless otherwise you undergo the orientation seminar conducted by the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership. And of course, we have activated all the regional orientation seminar institute director. For example, if your governor in BARM 4, Kuya Governor Laksaman L. Bongkola will request, will have a letter of recommendation who will be the ROSI director in your region, then the PL will evaluate it and we will give a ROSI appointment. That's why the one who introduced me is the ROSI director of Northern Mindanao Region 5 and also the ROSI secretary. And I have already appointed 32 ROSI directors here in the Philippines. But the region outside the Philippines, I do not yet receive any letter of recommendation for a ROSI director. The Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership have a monthly meeting, and this morning we have concluded our February monthly meeting of all the board of the field directors, no, all over the Philippines. Then we discuss things that will enhance the leadership of our officers in the regional level, in the club level, and also in the national level. The orientation seminar before, during the executive field directorship of one of the founder who wrote this Magna Carta of 1989, Kuya Celso P. Mariano, the orientation seminar is one whole day. 2 topics in the morning and 2 topics in the afternoon. But during the time that I am the executive field director, next to the founder who wrote that Magna Carta, Kuya Celso P. Mariano, we abbreviated it for 2 hours, including the giving of orientation certificate. And with this pandemic, it's about 1 year. Because of this pandemic due to COVID-19, we already have this Zoom orientation seminar or virtual orientation seminar, like we did this leadership seminar via Zoom or virtually. That's why in these proceedings, we have more or less 1 hour and a half in this mandatory seminar of ours. That's why all the expenses, when you conduct orientation seminar, when PIL or Philippine Eagles Institute or Leadership or the Regional Orientation Seminar Institute will conduct orientation seminar, the expenses will be shouldered, of course, by the applicants or the Eagles Club. Our mandatory orientation seminar fee is 300. The 100 is for the discussant who lecture the orientation seminar. The 100 is for the expenses, the administrative expenses of the institution, and the 100 is for the institution, the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership. And we are fortunate that we have already an office at Golden Stallion Suite, Nazareth, Cagayan de Oro City. with the effort and with the generosity of past regional governor Kuya Jimmy Ivali Kainya Sr. He gave a space in his hotel for the PIL Executive Director's office. And we would like to thank Governor Jimmy Kainya for his generosity. That's why we have already our PIL office. And that's why we need money for the institution. And the next is this one. This is a mandatory seminar as per Magna Carta of 1989. And in this leadership seminar, we would like to discuss the leaders, the frontline leaders about our Magna Carta of 1989. What is in the Magna Carta? We know the fact that our Magna Carta is in 1989 and we are now 2021. I think this Magna Carta is not anymore applicable during this point of time. I have here the list of all the regional governors of the Fraternal Order of Eagles, Philippine Eagles, and there are 66 Eagles region in the Philippines and outside the Philippines. And in our Eagles Magna Carta of 1989, there are 6 Eagles region. Just imagine 60 Eagles region nowadays in 2021. That's why I would like to suggest that all the National Assemblymen after this pandemic will convene and will amend that Magna Carta just because that Magna Carta is not anymore applicable in this point of time. Just imagine, printed in the Magna Carta only 6 Eagles region and we are now 66 Eagles region. That's why it needs for amendment. That's why as a consultant of the revised edition of Magna Carta in 2019, and we have another revised Magna Carta of 2020, there are already resolution for the additional Eagles region and also Eagles Club in the Philippines and outside the Philippines. And in that leadership seminar, in this leadership seminar, via Zoom or virtually, we are all reminded of our limitation of powers and influence. We know the fact that there are so many problems arises in the club level, in the regional level, and also in the national level. And we are reminded that we have a limitation of powers and influence. In the social media, there are many officers, members, and leaders, frontline leaders of our organization, questioning the legality of the national president, the legality of the executive PIL director, and also in the regional level and also in the club level. And that is not the proper venue to discuss about that matter. The proper venue is in the National Assembly. That's why I do hope that all the elected National Assemblymen for Eagle Year 2021 will do their homework. And the PIL is to remind, to re-educate what is in our Constitution, in our Magna Carta. That's why we are autonomous. We are the educational arm. And the Philippine Eagles is the political arm. I do hope that we always be reminded of our limitation of powers and influence as member of our fraternity. And the leadership seminar cannot be conducted by the regional orientation seminar director. it will be conducted, of course, by the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership. And we have trained Regional Orientation Seminar Institute discussants and trainer, and they will undergo this leadership seminar so that they will be soon, if they will be appointed as the field director or senior field director, then they have already undergone this leadership seminar. I do hope that you will learn in this leadership seminar. We focus in this leadership seminar the bylaws of your club, the plans and program of your club, and the budget of your club for the Eagle Year 2021. And that's the legacy of myself. If you will do this, anyway, we can email you the pro forma. And the last mandatory seminar, there are only 3, and the last will be the National Officer Seminar. We know that on March 2021, here in the city of Cagayan de Oro, there will be a national election. We will elect, or the National Assemblyman, all the National Assemblymen in the different Eagles region will elect the National President and the National Executive Vice President in our fraternity. And if there is already a new National President, a new National Executive Vice President of the Fraternal Order of Eagles, Philippine Eagles, then the elected and the appointed officers in the national level will undergo this National Officer Seminar. And in this seminar, we will discuss the plans and program, the proposed budget, and the duties and responsibilities of the position that you are appointed to, especially the position of the National President and the National Executive Vice President. And there are 3 will be elected. The Vice President for Luzon, the Vice President for Visayas, and the Vice President for Mindanao. And you have your duties and responsibilities. And that's remind your influence, your power, your limitation of power. And that is the last mandatory seminar. The executive field directors, the listing of all the executive field directors. The founder, the one who wrote the Magna Carta of 1989, my mentor is Kuya Celso P. Mariano. May he rest in peace. He molded me, he teaches me, he is my mentor, and he handed to me the leadership of PIL as the executive PIL director in 2008 and 2010. Then, this time, 2020, the national president appointed me as the senior PIL director, and we elect among ourselves who will be the executive PIL director, and with God's grace, I am elected again as the executive PIL director for Eagle years 2020 to 2022, just because the term of office of the senior PIL director and the PIL director is 2 years in Omnibus Amendment of 2008. That is written in Magna Carta, in the revised edition of Magna Carta in 2020. It is written that the terms of office of the senior PIL director and the PIL director in the Omnibus Amendment of 2008 is 2 years. Then I was inducted in 2008 during our anniversary, June 22, at our Eagle's Nest, Aberdeen Court, the birthplace of our organization, the Fraternal Order of Eagles, Philippine Eagles, with the presence of 9 past national presidents in the year 2008. And in 2020, I was then inducted by our national president, Kuya Dodoy Sidinho, as the Executive Field Director for Eagle Year 2020 to 2022, with the presence also of past national president. That's why I'm very thankful for the leadership of our national president, Kuya Dudoy Sidinho, who trusted me again to lead this institution, the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership. And we have that evolution of our Magna Carta from the original book of Eagleism to the Magna Carta of 1989 and the revised edition of our Magna Carta in 2020, which is the blue color. No, the revised edition for 2019 is green in color, but in the revised edition of Magna Carta for 2020 is blue in color. I hope you have that copy. And this is the organizational structure of our fraternity. The Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership, which is the academic arm, and the Fraternal Order of Eagles, Philippine Eagles, which is the political arm. In the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership, we have the Executive Field Director Emeritus, my mentor, the one who wrote the Magna Carta of 1989, and he is the field consultant, and may he rest in peace. And here I am, the Executive Field Director. Then I am also the Senior Field Director, and there are field directors because we have 3 Senior Field Directors and 3 Field Directors in the institution. And in the Regional Orientation Seminar Institute, we have ROSI Director, and we have 32 ROSI Directors all over the Philippines. And the ROSI Directors can train trainers or discussant in the regional level for assisting the orientation seminar of the different Eagles Club in your Eagles region. And in the political arm, which is the Fraternal Order of Eagles, Philippine Eagles, we have the Chartered National President, my mentor also in the political arm, which is Kuya Nilo Rimondo. May he rest in peace. My mentor who molded me to lead in the club level, in the regional level, and also in the national level. And we have National President, Kuya Dudoy Sidinho. Then we have 200 plus National Assemblymen. And we have 66 regional governors. And we have 200 plus also regional assemblymen and club presidents. This is the very basic organizational structure of the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership, which is the academic arm, and the Fraternal Order of Eagles, Philippine Eagles, which is the political arm. That's why this is the composition of the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership, as I was elected and I was inducted to lead the executive directorship of the educational arm of our fraternity. And we will go to the second topic, which is leadership. You know, leadership, there are many modules of leadership. If you will go with the module of leadership, there is a 1-week training of leadership. There is a 3 days training of leadership. It will depend upon the module. But I summarize it, leadership, with this quote of Billy Coates, that leadership is never determined by title or position. The decision you make and the action you take. Just because leadership is determined by the decision you made and the action you take. The decision you made and the action you take. That's why, as a per experience of mine in leadership, the leader will be first in and last out. Because you are the leader. You lead by example. I am one of the owner of our company, and I am a boss if I will be in our construction business. But in the Fraternal Order of Eagles, Philippine Eagles, I will lead, as I am the Executive Field Director of the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership. That's why the task of the club president, the task of the regional governor, the task of the national president is to lead. And the members, the officers will follow. And this is the very basic presentation of a leader and a boss. If the boss will say go with your workers, then the workers will go, of course. But if you're a leader, if you lead the club, if you lead the region, if you lead the national office, you say, let's go. We will have this medical mission. We serve the community. We have environmental protection or clean up. Then the president, the governors, the national president will lead. Let's go. Let's work. Let's do service. No, that's the difference between the boss and the leaders. The leader, the boss will say no how it is done, but the leader will show how it is done. That's the difference. This is a self-explanatory presentation, but the bottom line is you lead and they will follow. No, that's very basic. No, in the presentation it's a self-explanatory. The boss will command and the leader will ask, so that you will be team, you will be one in doing service in the less fortunate brothers and sisters in our community. Just because that is our mandate, as we are members of the different Eagles Club, the different Eagles region, and also if you are a national officer, that is the mandate of our fraternity, to lead in doing service. Yeah? You know this presentation, as what I have said, you will grow, you will mold a leader. I molded many PIL directors, senior PIL directors in the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership. I mold leaders in the club and also in the region, and that's my legacy. Then if we see I, you are a boss. If you see we, as a team, as a brother in this fraternity, that's a leader. This is a very basic presentation of leadership. And I do hope that if you undergo a leadership seminar with modules, then I think it will take 3 to 5 days to complete that modules. And there are basic or upgraded module with regards to leadership. But in leadership, based on my experience in leadership in this fraternity, you will be first to in and you will be last to out. And everybody will follow you as a leader. Whether you will be a national president, a regional governor, or a club president. Even in the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership as the academic arm, you will lead so that the senior PIL director, the PIL director, and the ex officio member of PIL will follow you as the executive PIL directors. Then our national president, Kuya Dudoy Sidinho. Anyway, we have incoming national president, then another national leader will lead our organization. Then we have this past national president headed by the chartered national president, Kuya Nilo Rimondo, no? Also my mentor. And we have already 40 plus past national president. But, physically attending the Pinapli meeting, I think there are less than 20 active past national president. Then protocols, Eagles protocols. You can read this one in the revised edition of Magna Carta of 2020. The protocol, it is being printed, and it is a self-explanatory Eagles protocol. And I do hope you will read your Magna Carta. And this is the Gon and Gabel. This is a symbol of authority. During the time that I called to order in this leadership seminar, I banged the Gon and Gabel just because this is a symbol of authority. That's why it's very important that in your club level meeting, in your regional level meeting, and also in the national, of course, meeting, you have this Gon and Gabel, which is the symbol of authority. Then we have this national leadership. This national letterhead of the national. And we are reminded by this letterhead of our organization. Our organization is the Fraternal Order of Eagles, close open parenthesis, Philippine Eagles. That is our letterhead, national letterhead. It reminds all of us that our organization is the Fraternal Order of Eagles, Philippine Eagles, in the national level. And we are the first Philippine-born fraternal socio-civic organization with our guiding principle, service through strong brotherhood. Service through strong brotherhood. That is our guiding principle. And we have that cell and emblem of our fraternity, which to remind us always that our seal and emblem, it is written, the Fraternal Order of Eagles, Philippine Eagles. If you see our letterhead, there is an open, close parenthesis of Philippine Eagles. And in our seal and emblem, there is no close, open parenthesis of the Philippine Eagles. The Fraternal Order of Eagles, Philippine Eagles. I don't know. There are many Eagles officers being questioned with the close and open parenthesis and without close and open parenthesis. And it is written in our letterhead, in our seal and emblem. The letterhead, close open parenthesis. The seal and emblem, no close and open parenthesis. But this is not the issue. The point is, this letterhead and this seal and emblem of our fraternity will always remind us that we are here doing humanitarian service, Deo et Patria, for God and country. That's why we are here as a member of this fraternity. We have a guiding principle, which is service through strong brotherhood. We have this letterhead, the first Philippine-born fraternal socio-civic organization. And we have the seal and emblem, the Fraternal Order of Eagles, Philippine Eagles, humanitarian service, Deo et Patria, for God and country. That's the purpose of our organization. That's why we are here. And always being reminded by the seal and emblem of our fraternity that we are here to do service to our less fortunate brothers and sisters in our community. And in doing that, we serve God. That's our organization. And we have a letterhead of the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership. In your region, BARM 4. Then in your club, JIDA Eagles Club. And that letterhead always reminded us why we are here in this fraternity. And we have eagle's pin. And our pin is also the seal and emblem of our fraternity. When we have that pin, in our uniform, we are always reminded that we wear this pin, this seal and emblem of our fraternity just because we are doing service to our less fortunate brothers and sisters. And in doing that, we serve God. And we have uniform. There are many beautiful design of club uniform. We have national ID. I saw 2021 national ID. And I be thankful for the members who early paid their annual dues, their obligation. Then we have this banner, the banner of our Eagles Club. And it's also reminded us that we are the fraternity, which is the first Philippine-born fraternal socio-civic organization, JIDA Eagles Club, the date you chartered your club, and we have reminded with this guiding principle, which is service through strong brotherhood. And at the center of our banner, our club banner, our seal and emblem, which is to remind us always that we are here doing service to our less fortunate brothers and sisters, and in doing that, we serve God. That's it. That's very basic. That is our mission. Why we are here in this fraternity. Okay. There are seal and emblem. There are many tarpaulins, plaque that the American eagle is being printed. No. That is the seal and emblem of the Fraternal Order of Eagles in the United States of America. And ours is, of course, the bird, the Philippine eagle. That's why our logo, our seal and emblem is the Philippine eagle. Because our fraternity was named by the characteristic of the Philippine eagle as a bird. Then, brotherhood is respect. We are talking with delicadeza, protocol. But at the end of the day, we have no respect to each other as a member of our Eagles Club or our Eagles Region or our national office. That's why delicadeza or brotherhood is respect. And respect begets respect. Be humble yourself. And in humility, there is a charity. That in charity, we do service to our less fortunate brothers and sisters in our community. And in doing that, we serve God. Then, we have this workshop, but unfortunately, as we are here in this Zoom or virtual leadership seminar, I have already the result of workshop and different face-to-face leadership seminar that I was conducted here in the city of Cagayan de Oro and also here in Mindanao. And the very basic of this workshop, I will explain it to each and every one of you who are the officers and member of JIDA Eagles Club, that the first, we have a pro forma of the bylaws. JIDA Eagles Club bylaws. I will email to you the pro forma and you will correct or amend that pro forma based on your club mandate. Then you will have a board meeting of your board of directors. You will table that one. You will amend that one. That will suit to your Eagles Club in JIDA. Then you will approve that in your board meeting and presented in the general membership meeting so that you will have already your bylaws of JIDA Eagles Club for Eagle Year 2021. And I have already a result or pro forma form of the proposed plans and program of your club, GIDA Eagles Club. You will correct this one if applicable in your club. Then you will table this one in your board meeting, present it during your first general membership meeting, and you have already your proposed plans and program for Eagle Year 2021. Same with the proposed budget for Eagle Year 2021. Of course, when you have a plans and program, you have a humanitarian activities, that it will entail money. That's why it will entail budget. Then in your budget, very simple. The one who you will be collecting all the annual dues of your member, you sum it up, then you will deduct in your different humanitarian activities and your administrative expenses in your club. Then that's your proposed budget for Eagle Year 2021. So that all the officers and members of GIDA Eagles Club will be transparent of the annual dues that you paid to your club, to your region, and into the national level. That's very basic, officers and members of GIDA Eagles Club. That's very, very basic. And I do hope that this leadership seminar will be fruitful if you will have these bylaws, plans and program, and budget for GIDA Eagles Club for the Eagle Year 2021. Eagles Pledge. I, having consciously subscribed to the Constitution and the Eagles Magna Carta of the Philippine Eagles, and aware of my responsibility to my God and country, do hereby pledge to promote and defend at all times said Constitution and Eagles Magna Carta and their ideals to the best of my ability and within my power and capacity. So help me God. At this juncture, on behalf of the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership, my three senior field director, Kuya Cesar Y. Yamuta, Kuya Lyudi C. Armada, my three field directors, Kuya Ropo Cesar C. Muniba, Kuya Christian Lier L. Miquiabas, and my legal counsel, the Field Secretary, Kuya Attorney Janre A. Tuminis, and of course, the Secretary General, the ex officio members of the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership, Kuya Dexter E. Agustin. We would like to thank the GIDA Eagles Club for requesting this leadership seminar. By the power in me vested as the Executive Field Director of the Philippine Eagles Institute of Leadership, I hereby adjourn this leadership seminar. Thank you very much and God bless us all.